Well, good evening, Impact 100 Garden State. My name is Debbie Semi, and as president of Impact 100 Garden State, I would like to welcome our members and our friends and guests, those that are on the Zoom, and also all of you who are here. And I cannot even begin to tell you how joyous and wonderful I'm going to get verklempt seeing all of you in person. And I hope I never ever take it for granted. And it's just a joy to see all of you. 2 years has been way too long for us to have held a major event. So thank you all for coming. There is a saying that some call a blessing and some call a curse. And that saying is, may you live in interesting times. I don't know about you, but I am ready to live in less interesting times, especially after the news this morning that I woke up to. Whether a blessing or a curse, it's certainly true. No matter who we are or how we live, we have all been forced to adapt in more ways than we can count since 2020. Thanks to our incredible volunteers who serve on committees and our leadership team. If you don't know who we are, anybody with a little green dot is a leadership team, so please introduce yourself to us. We have also adapted and continue to fulfill our mission of awarding $100,000 impact grants to nonprofits in 5 New Jersey counties. For many of us, our membership has become an invaluable lifeline by providing us with the opportunity to remain engaged in philanthropy without having to leave our homes. Tonight is a night of celebration, friendship, hope, and affirmation. To our new members, I know we have, more than 20 here tonight. We are just thrilled that you decided to join us as we work to effect positive change in our communities. For those new members on Zoom, we are all eager to meet you, and we hope that you'll be attending more events in the upcoming months, and you won't have to be virtual at the next one. Welcome back to our renewing members who, despite the pandemic, have remained engaged and committed to this organization. When you hear our 2022 membership total, you will see what an affirmation that is. We cannot thank you enough for your continuing support and commitment. Of course, none of this would be possible without the time and talent of our members who volunteer on more than a dozen committees. Remember, we're all volunteers. Hard to believe at times. Although Lisa Wahlberg consistently will say, I'm not getting paid for this. Now is the perfect time to let us know if you would like to become involved, whether you are a new or returning member. You can design your own level of involvement, and any of us on the leadership team or the ambassadors who are here tonight will be happy to explain how you can help. We are especially eager to find members who can help us with social media, events, member engagement, and our website. We have a sign-up sheet, or we will soon have a sign-up sheet on the welcome desk where you can let us know if you're interested. And for those of you on the Zoom, please write to us at member@impact100gardenstate.org. There is something for everyone, and even getting involved in a limited way is extremely rewarding. And I think anybody that's been involved can attest to that. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize our sponsors. Because they fund our operating expenses, we're able to fulfill our commitment to you to donate 100% of your membership dollars to our grantees. Our sponsors, somebody didn't turn their phone off. Our sponsors are community-minded businesses who think beyond the bottom line and want to make a difference to their communities. We're honored that they've chosen Impact 100 Garden State to help them do that. BNY Wealth Management is a gold sponsor and was our very first sponsor in 2017. I did not know this. Yeah, good. I did not know this, but they were founded by Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, wow.
Ever since then, they have been working with individuals and families to plan and invest for a secure financial future. You can contact longstanding Impact members Claire McCoy and Barbara Collins, who are both here, no surprise, this evening. They're very active members, so we're very happy to have them. Crum and Foster is also a longtime gold sponsor. They are primarily a business insurer with a firm foundation in philanthropy and our community and have an impressive track record in corporate social responsibility. We're proud to have 4 Crum and Foster employees as members, and I believe Arlene Palladino, Barbara Katz, and Noelle Briardi are here with us this evening. Air Group, our bronze sponsor, is a highly rated heating, plumbing, AC, and electrical contractor based in Hanover. Please think of them the next time you need HVAC help. If you're moving, please consider using one of our bronze sponsors. Impact member Denise Flanagan works with Coldwell Banker Real Estate, while Ryan Dawson works with Weichert Real Estate. They are savvy, plugged-in individuals who can help you make the right real estate choice. Sue Melville, did anybody see her? She didn't come. Sue Melville. Oh,
Baby, yeah, let her virtual.
all right, Sue, I hope you're on. Sue Melville, a longtime Impact member, is a supporter and a certified personal image consultant who can help your wardrobe look better than you've ever dreamed. Sue, you can find her at SueMelville.com. I was going to say, if you looked at Sue, you would know what a great job she does. So she's wonderful. So I hope, Sue, you're on, because I know you were going to try to be here. Finally, ShopRite of Hunterdon, our newest supporter, is a great source for quality food at reasonable prices. Many of our members already patronize these companies and individuals and can vouch for the quality of their work. They support us, so thank you for supporting them. Another warm welcome to 7 of our 10 current grant recipients who are able to join us this evening. They are Dover College Promise, Community Options Incorporated or Community Options Enterprises, Cornerstone Family Programs, Homeless Solutions, Norwest Cap, UCEDC, and Zufall Health. And I know many of you know that we purchased a van for Zufall Health. The van is outside in the parking lot. So if you want to see it in person, have a picture, you have your picture taken with it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful van. One of the best things about being an Impact member is getting to meet and learn about these incredible nonprofits. So for those of us here tonight, be sure to go over and introduce yourself to these wonderful folks and take the opportunity to learn more about their organizations. For those of you on Zoom, we have links to all of their websites and wish lists on our See Our Impact website. I would now like to turn the mic over to Dina Casalaspro of Community Options Incorporated, one of our 2021 grant recipients, who will provide us with an update about their Impact grant. Please welcome Dina.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you. Community Options, Inc. is a national nonprofit. So we support individuals with developmental disabilities in 10 states across the country. We provide residential, day program, entrepreneurial businesses, and supported employment. One of the great things that Impact 100 was able to do for us is help us with a $100,000 grant in North Jersey, we were able to hire a job developer who's working with individuals who need jobs out in the community. And currently, we are in our third quarter of the grant, and we've already secured over 18 jobs for new individuals, and we are working with 48 new potential marketing stores, hospitals. We're working with, trying to think of all the places that they've been to. But it's been incredible. The job developer is able to go out and spend his or her time, depending on who's doing it at that time, doing a ton of marketing. So they talk about the individuals that we support, they talk about what the individuals can do, and they help cultivate the relationships with the businesses so that they allow us to come in and actually, sometimes we job sample and then they see how the individual can work and they hire the individual. They hire the individual independently. So let's say we go into home goods, or we found and secured a job at one of the local hospitals, Morristown Memorial, and the individual is employed by them, gets paid by them. Some of them have been offered benefits, they get time off, and they're able to take their paychecks, and it helps them live independently, go on vacations, buy themselves things. So this grant has really helped our supported employment program grow in ways that we weren't able to do before, because as a nonprofit, any individual staff that we hire has to be able to work with an individual. So the reimbursement of the individual's salary, I should say, comes from the services we provide. With a job developer, they're not working directly with an individual, they're working directly with the public to help build and secure jobs. So without this grant, we wouldn't be able to have this extra body that's assisting us in securing jobs and actually growing our program in North Jersey. So we appreciate it and we thank you, each and every one of you. And please come over and visit us, because we've created some coupons for Impact 100 for this evening for our entrepreneurial businesses. There's one for our flower shop and one for our gift shop.
Oh. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dina. Our second grant recipient to give us an update about their 2021 grant is Heather Thompson from Norwest Cap. Please welcome Heather.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much. For those of you not familiar with Norwest Cap, we work across northwestern New Jersey with individuals and families to help them move away from the crisis of poverty by addressing their basic needs like food and housing. We help people identify their goals and the obstacles to reaching those goals and set strategies to work towards their goals. And we help people work towards a future where they can stabilize, succeed, and thrive. We have programming, we have a wide breadth of programming in education, employment, financial empowerment, health and nutrition, housing and community development, volunteerism and civic engagement. And altogether, we reach over 30,000 people in Northwest New Jersey every year. When I joined Norwest Cap in fall of 2020, there were two things that really struck me right away. One was the extraordinary scope and depth of Norwest Cap's programming, and the other was the restrictions under which many of our programs were operating because of the criteria set in our federal and state contracts, which is where the majority of Norwest Cap's funding was coming from. And there is no program that illustrated this better than the Career and Life Transition Center, well, CLTC as we often refer to it. The Career and Life Transition Center is an extraordinary program. It has 3 locations. It's been in operation for 40 years now, Libby. It provides career guidance, resume and interview assistance, learning workshops, computer and other skills-based classes, professional support, peer support, educational grants, so many services that help women enter the workforce or build career paths where they can truly support themselves and their families. But for 39 of those 40 years, the CLTC was limited to women who met the criteria defined by the state as displaced homemakers. I won't go into the very long list of all of the different boxes that you have to check to be a displaced homemaker, but it was very restrictive and very excluded so many women who could have benefited from our services. It's a wonderful program. We've served thousands of women over the years, but for every woman we accepted, there was another woman or two or three that we had to turn away. And so Impact 100's $100,000 grant in 2021 changed that. It allowed us to open the doors of our Career and Life Transition Center in North Plainfield to women who didn't fit that very strict definition, but who still needed our assistance to enter the workforce, re-enter the workforce, build a career path. We're talking about single moms. We're talking about women who left their jobs during COVID because their children were home from school and they needed to be there to support their children in their virtual schooling. With a number of women in the workforce dropped precipitously during COVID. And we wanted to be able to be there to support those women as they look to re-enter the workforce. And now we can be. So through this grant, we've been able to hire a new program coordinator to work with this new population of women. We've been able to introduce a whole new slew of bilingual services so that we can connect with the growing Hispanic population in our communities. We've been able to expand our computer classes, including introducing classes in Spanish for the first time. We've been able to accept referrals from all throughout Norwest Cap's other programs for people saying that they were looking for assistance with employment. And previously we had to say, well, we have to refer you elsewhere because if you don't fit this long list of criteria, we can't accept you into the CLTC. We've been able to expand our outreach through partnerships in our communities, and we've been able to provide education grants to women to pursue higher education or certificate programs so that they can move forward in their careers. I want to share a quick story of one of our new participants who is being funded under this grant and supported through this grant. I'm going to use her initials to protect her identity because she is coming out of a domestic abuse situation. So RM reached out to us initially for help with her resume. And she let us know in that first conversation that she did not have a degree, that she was currently working both a full-time and a part-time job just to make ends meet, and that she was really struggling, and she didn't know what we might be able to do, but she was hoping we could help. So not only was our CLTC able to welcome her in, which we wouldn't have been able to do previously, we've been able to help her shape her goals and support her through our workshops and counseling, but also through this grant, we were able to provide her with a $2,000 education grant that is allowing her to pursue her medical assistant certification at Rutgers. Her goal is to become an electronic healthcare record specialist. This will make her marketable as an office manager in the medical field. This is a career that offers a potential income of up to $80,000 a year. It's a solid career path. It offers benefits. This grant is life-changing for this woman, and it's going to be life-changing for dozens more women. So we're so grateful, and we're so happy to be here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Heather. Our third 2021 grant went to Family Promise of Sussex, and unfortunately they weren't able to send someone tonight to speak, but they did provide us with a poster, and Betty Schultz, where's Betty? Who's one of our grant admin co-chairs, is happy if you go over, please, when you get a drink and get food, but go over and talk to these people, and she'll be happy to fill you in on what Family Promise of Sussex is doing, and hopefully we'll have them at our next event, okay? So just wanted to let you know because some people have asked me about that. Okay, and now the moment you have all been waiting for. It gives me enormous pleasure to introduce to you our membership recruitment and renewal chairs, Ann Stackenfeld and Lisa Wahlberg, whose leadership have led to tonight's delightful and wonderful announcement. Please welcome Ann and Lisa.
Thank you very much. Can we have all of the membership team come up and join us?
Come on, ladies.
Come on, don't be shy.
Come on, girls.
Mary Jane.
Let's go. Franz,
Franz,
Marcia.
everybody.
Kathleen,
We know you're
Merle.
here. We have a list.
Okay.
Debbie.
Yeah, Debbie.
Debbie, you're on the team. Anybody else?
I'm tall and going
Do we have everybody?
Lee, you're part of us. Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, you're not.
on, Lee.
Come on, Lee. We need you. We need you.
We needed a photographer, good.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand between you two.
All right, there we go.
Okay, go ahead. You're next.
Okay, so we quickly learned when we started that our mantra was, "It takes a village." Here's our village, and we love our village.
We want to thank everybody who hosted a meet and mingle, who referred a friend, who stood out in the freezing cold at the winter market in Convent Station, flagging people down, who shared posts on social media, posts that Lee put up, and just share the impact story with anybody who they knew. So this year we tried a few new things.
All right, as Anne mentioned, we went to the winter market in Convent Station in January. It was cold, but I kept saying, I don't get paid for this, which is why Debbie said that. It was actually, though, a lot of fun. And believe it or not, there was a rainbow that appeared. How often do you see a rainbow in January? While we were there, and you can see it on social media.
And we did recruit one new member.
And we did.
It was worth it.
It was worth it, worth it.
So we tried a mega membership drive. For those of you who got your registrations and your renewals in, we were delighted to have you, and we put you to work asking you to recommend one person to Impact 100. Just tell them about the organization, refer them for a meet and mingle. We know that our existing members are our best source of new members. So thank you very much for all of you who responded to that.
We also learned that Zoom is actually starting to lose its appeal.
Sorry, guys.
But we're so happy you're all here. So we were able to offer some smaller in-person events when we felt it was safe. And we also went hybrid, just like the rest of the world, so it was all good.
We had swag this year.
We did.
So for those of you who signed up before the end of October, you received a little fold-up shopping bag in our signature color green. So we hope that you're enjoying using that for your groceries or whatever. And then at our meet and mingles, the few that we were able to have in person, we had our signature green M&Ms. Get it? Meet and mingle, M&M, green.
And as we're going to share, we were able to end our drive with lots of celebration. So here's our pitch. Think about joining our committee for the 2022-2023 membership drive, because we are, as you can see, a lot of fun. Okay.
So the reason for our celebration tonight is the numbers. So we had 64 new members join this year. So thank you to our new members who are here.
Yes,
and
thank you.
For those of you who are online.
Right. And the other exciting news is our renewal rate was 84% this year. That's an all-time high for our chapter. So thank you for coming back. All right, we ready?
We're ready.
All right, we're ready. Here we go.
Okay, let's make sure it's not upside down.
We practiced this only once, so okay, here we go. All right, go high. All right. All right, you ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And back
Here we go.
everybody say that's us.
Ready?
That's you.
Ready?
Keep going.
Three.
100, ready, 3 grand. Keep it straight. 363,000 $1,000 we have to give away in grants.
And thanks to all of you. Thank you so much.
And thanks to these guys. All right. Way to go, guys.
All right.
We can roll it out this way. Okay, there we go. Get these out of the way.
Let's hear it again for Ann, Lisa, and the membership team. For those of you that don't know, we had 355 members last year. So, and I hope everyone realizes the challenges that this team faced this year. As they mentioned, Zoom fatigue, Omicron making it almost impossible for us to have any kind of in-person events. Nevertheless, they persisted. Isn't it wonderful that we have something to celebrate? And we are. It's just so wonderful to be here celebrating this wonderful news. Speaking of celebrations, before we wrap up, I would like to mention a few upcoming events. The first is a webinar hosted by our Member Engagement Committee on the topic of resilience, something I think we could all benefit from, scheduled for noon on March 10th, and you'll be getting more information about how to sign up for that. The second is our annual awards meeting, our biggest celebration of the year, where we will announce our 2022 Impact Grant Awards. So please mark your calendars for the evening of Thursday, June 9th, to be held in a spacious tent on the grounds of the Basking Ridge Country Club. So we're trying to hedge our bets. We figure if it'll be a nice day, it'll be summer, and we'll be out in a tent. So if there is still any kind of Omicron or whatever issue, we'll hopefully still be able to do it, because we do not want to go back to all virtual events again. Finally, we want to kick off this fall with a full year of celebrating our 10-year anniversary. We were founded in the fall of 2012 and awarded our first grant in November of 2013. We need volunteers who would like to help us with planning numerous events, and I think this is going to be a really fun committee. So please reach out to anybody on Zoom or anybody in person. You can sign up on the sheet or reach out to us just at member at impact100gardenstate.org if you would like to help. Before I let everyone get back to socializing, I would like to acknowledge Debbie Weissman, our intrepid photographer, and Julie Kimmel, our video production consultant extraordinaire. We couldn't have done tonight, and we were so happy to be able to have a hybrid event for many of our members who couldn't make it tonight. So thank you, ladies and gent. Back in June of 2020, during the height of the lockdown, I became a grandmother for the first time when Rory Rose Keeney was born. I was just going to say, I can't believe I almost said it wrong. Rory, you can tell how nervous I am. Rory will be 2 in June, and thanks to my daughter and son-in-law, she is learning to recognize strong women. She has a shirt with a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg on it. And when you ask her who's on the shirt, she looks down, looks up, smiles, and exclaims, "Ruth!" Whenever Rory speaks the Ruth, she reminds me of my favorite Ruth quote: "Fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you." I'd like to think that that's what we're doing here at Impact 100 Garden State. Thank you all for joining us in the fight to help those in our communities who are hungry, sick, homeless, disabled, unemployed, undereducated, and underrepresented. There is so much need in our backyards in one of the wealthiest states in the country. And as Impact members, you have all joined in the fight as we continue to transform lives. To those of you who are here, Please continue to eat, drink, and be merry. To our friends on Zoom, thank you for joining us and hope to see you all in 3D soon. Good night and thanks again.